All right, boy. Gilligan, was it Gilligan's Island, huh? Gilligan's Island. No lights, no car, not a single luxury. Hmm. We're talking about Gary, Indiana, y'all. That's what we're talking about tonight. Okay. Home real, like live. Talking about Gary, Indiana. Okay. Get this all straightened up here. Okay. All right. They've been out. They've been out of power for a while. It's been since August 11th. They've been without power. In Gary, okay. Now the white folks, they got their power. Power on. They got theirs. Most of them, damn near all of them. And guess what? Gary got left off the restoration list. Where you gonna get your power and all that. And the problem is the people from Gary, they gotta drive to. We found out, that they gotta drive to Illinois to get some ice. So for their generators, and a lot of them have got insulin issues. They got to get that taken care of too. And another thing, what about the food? Spoil. Let's think about it. Been about a couple of weeks, so the food is spoiled. Tons of it. Okay, this is Gary, Indiana. Now, this is horrible. Okay, now I just said they got left off the restoration list. So they're basically, they're on their own. We were talking about, it's like Gilligan's Island. Just going to Illinois from Indiana just to get some ice. And let's remember now, they're not driving, in a nice, atmosphere. And let's put it like this: they have been clocking 99-mile-an-hour wind in Gary. So they're dealing with that too. Okay? And the electric company, NITCO, I think that's their name. I don't really care, but they're the only company. They're the only game in town, and they showing it to Gary. Okay, they say they ain't coming. They scared, and I'm gonna tell you why. And that's some bullshit, and I'm going to that right now. But now I heard that there's vouchers being passed out to some people in Gary. $150. Shit, the stores are closed. Where you gonna spend it? Yeah, where you gonna spend it? Okay, so but here's the problem, and we call it a problem because it is what it is. Race always has something to do with everything. So this is we looked at hey, what's the race breakdown with Gary? 85% black, 85. So like we said, there's no AC. We know that. You don't have no electricity, so you ain't got no cars either because they got washed out. So you're like you're like on an island, but you're in the city. So there's crime. Where there's no power, then there's crime. So Gary's got, they going through it. I wish there was a company that would send them something. There's something like that coming though. But there's companies that are just the not putting them in the mix with the relief that they need in Gary. Okay, we put it like that. Okay. So, they need some help. They need some money. Where's the money? Where's the help? They ain't getting none of that. They ain't getting no money. And it's a damn shame. You got trees on top of houses in Gary. They're not getting no power utility guys. And the reason why they're not coming to Gary, they say, now let's get this. Get this. They say that they're not coming to Gary, NITCO, the electric utility company. They're not coming to Gary because they said, now get this, that black folks were shooting at the utility workers who were trying to get the electricity back on. Now you heard that, right? We black folks who have no power and begging to get the electricity and shit cut back on. What they gonna do? What somebody said they did. White folks. What they said. They said the black folks were shooting at the electricity workers. Tell them, get on out of here. We don't need no goddamn electricity and power. We that damn dumb, right? We dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want you to think. Ain't no black folks shooting. How you kidding? You think black folks are shooting at utility workers in Gary, Indiana, trying to get the electricity back on? That's bullshit. We know that. Come on, folks. Let's get right. Let's get real. Okay? Ain't no black folks shooting at people trying to get the electricity back on. Okay? Now, as far as the power goes, they say they have the goddamn power by the 25th of August. Really? Yeah, that'd be 3 weeks. They ain't getting no food, no water. Shit, man. So, we get ready to just call it a night. We had to say, we're looking at Gary, Indiana, though, now, and we're looking the way that Gary got left out. And we think it has all things are race related. So we think it's got a lot to do with race. In this, instance here, we're just frustrated about the whole ordeal down there in Gary. Everybody, they can, the power, the money is there, but they're not getting it. And we know why. So we got to do something about it. There will be a day where people like that will get the first choice, not until, instead of the last. So, all the prayers and, all the positive energy to the people in Gary. I wish I could do more to help you, but we can't right now. But we're looking at you, and if more people talking about it, maybe somebody will do something about it. Okay, so We're back. This is Real Life Live, and hey, Gary, hang in there, Gary, Indiana. Okay, and somebody help them.